Guys and dolls. A wee nighttime one. Come on, boy. A wee nighttime one. Won't be long. Just for my followers. So I hacked a couple of days. Just really bad news, but you know, it's difficult to bring content right now. So it is. It's all pretty dark stuff, pretty angry stuff. A lot of people frustrated, a lot of people coming out, saying things they wouldn't normally say, you know. A lot of hatred, an awful lot of hatred, guys, you know. Gonna have to do a video about it. A lot of people talking about fighting, you know. Civil war and doing this and doing that, and, you know, it's... The ones around me, if anybody says that, you know, I always put them right, you know what I mean? There's no fight, you know, there's no civil war, you know. I've heard a couple of guys saying, oh, people are mobilising and all that. You know, because I'm from Belfast, I know all about the police, the army, security services, intelligence. I know all about it. I know how good they are, you know. I always say to my friends, like, you know, if you're going to go down that road, don't be phoning me. Don't be contacting me, you know. See, you know, they're watching on the cameras, they're listening on the phones. That's why you can't take the batteries out of the phones anymore, you know. The tech that they've got's phenomenal. They don't need to follow you like the old days. They just need your phone number. All the big networks work along with the police, you know. They don't use it, you know what I mean? But they use it to gather intelligence. That's all they need. That's all they need is intelligence. They can get legal bugs put in then, court order bugs, and use them for prosecution. You know, and then you've got the infiltration from undercover. Be everywhere. Everywhere. And it's not even undercover, it's just guys that are in situations and want to make money from it and don't care about anybody around them, and they're just like, they go to the police, oh, I'm involved in these guys and they're planning this, that and the other. Oh, are they? Next thing you know, they're being schooled by the police to direct them in a certain way to make sure the case, you know, it's all really horrible cloak and dagger stuff, but the way they look at it, if you're going to go down that road, you know, if they didn't help you along, somebody else would have helped you along, so they're still getting you off the street, you know. There's no immoral thing about it. People say entrapment and all that. It's not about entrapment. Come on, boy. You know, if you're talking like that and behaving like that, hell mend you, you know what I mean? And I tell people, and it's not nice. I understand they're angry and they're worried and they feel as if the country's under attack. But these guys have been doing it. This government's been doing this for years. Years and years of experience. You know what I mean? Yeah, right, couldn't defeat them. I think a couple of patriots are going to do it. Come on, man. But no, it is frustrating. Because it is just people that are angry and the government are silencing everybody, taking all the good patriots off, jailing people for words, you know, letting sex offenders off. It's all crazy, crazy stuff. People with mental health problems, it pushes them over the edge, you know. And I tell them, you won't do the cause any good. You'll just hand it to them on a plate. Soon as there's a group comes out to try anything against anybody that's on our side, the government are going to go, see, we now need to bring legislation in for this, that and the other. The next thing you know, they'll be having the jails, the jails in Rwanda will be for us. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, we're that close to it. Our government would have no problem just arresting all the patriots and saying that we're domestic terrorists and moving us in our country because the jails are full here. Honestly. That's exactly what will happen. They'll move patriots to another country before they'll move the foreigners that have came here and committed crimes. And I'm not exaggerating, guys. I wish I was, you know. I'm not... See, if you knew me, you would know I'm not that kind of guy. I don't just think of mad stuff and just say it, you know. I look at everything logically. I see how they work. I can see how it's going. We're living in like it's like communism. It's like this China and Russia. So what did they do? What did they do, the people that didn't went against the government That's exactly what our government will do. You know, this is the far left. These are extremists. You can't get any left in this lot. They're paying Hope Not Hate, like I keep telling you, they're paying them money. We've got the receipts, we see it, sir, in black and white. Hundreds of thousands of pounds they've given Hope Not Hate, the government paid them. You know. Fighting boogeymen, they're fighting boogeymen, guys. There's no far right. There's no racism, man. You know, there probably is racism now because of all this. Fucking hell, jeez, oh. Trying to explain to people it's not all Muslims, it's not all refugees, it's not all immigrants. But nobody's talking, nobody's saying anything. It's left to peddlers on the internet. You know, not everybody knows about it. Not everybody's had experience around Muslims. You know, I've been around Muslims. They're not all bad. You know, but this is what I keep saying. It's the good Muslims are as in much trouble as we are, and people don't get this. You know what I mean? You got all the extremists coming out with Hope Not Hate and end racism. The moderate Muslims are at home. They don't want nothing to do with it. Most of them have to come out. This is the thing. This is the problem with these areas when they're segregated. The normal people, the moderate Muslims, have to do what they're told. They've got to go to the mosques. They've got to make sure their wives cover. You know, there's rules and regulations that they can't break. They come here for a break from all that, and now they're brought deep in it again. God love them, man. God love them. And they can't even complain about it. Pure souls can't even complain about it because they're surrounded by extremism. Imagine me in my area. I keep saying this. Imagine me getting brought up in East Belfast. Telling the paramilitaries, the loyalist paramilitaries off. Or telling them, they're saying to me, you got to do this. And I'm saying, no. Well, it wasn't like that. But, you know, I shouldn't really use that because it wasn't like that. Nobody was forced to do anything. But you know what I'm saying. You know, most Protestants went along with it. You wouldn't speak out about it because then if something went wrong and people be pointing the finger at you, think you've told the police something. This is exactly what it's like in their areas. You know, it's blatant. It's really blatantly bad. But Hope Not Hate and end racism stand side by side with these guys because they're being used. They're being bent over and they don't even know it. Well, they do know it. They don't care. They hate us. They hate us that much. For some reason, I don't know if it's whether they've been bullied at school. Maybe they've had a bad experience with a skinhead back in the 80s. I have no clue. Boy, here. Boy. I've got no clue what drives these people. I really have no clue. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Boy, come on, this way. It is, it's crazy, like. But no, I've got a good video coming tomorrow, guys, about Nigel Farage. You know, he came out today, done a statement about this, that, and the other. Talked about that copper and all that, man, and like never mentioned anything to do with that poor soul that died in prison. Couldn't even mention his name. Every patriot, you know, is talking about him. Nobody can bring any content out right now because they can't think about nothing else. No, I'm being serious. Every content creator I know, every one of them are all talking about Peter. Nigel Farage couldn't even mention his name. So I'll bring a video out about it tomorrow, guys. I'll be out first thing in the morning. So you'll get a crack at that all day. Yeah, I had to get that off my chest, like, I wasn't happy. But, you know, it's just a wee short one. I've just brought him out. I want to make sure she drinks plenty of water. And I don't want to drink in the tap water, obviously, you know. And so bottled water up at the garage here. So it's a wee down there with my boy. Get him emptied for the night. Like I say, he's cutting down in the big walks with him. He's getting a wee bit slower than that. But yeah. So the video I'm doing, and it'll come out tomorrow. I've done it for Unite the North. I'm just going to throw it on YouTube in the morning and then do another video when I'm out with my dogs and bring that to you later on in the day. Try and bring some sort of normality to everything, you know. But I'll probably cover a wee bit what I've talked about tonight with you guys, just to let you know what's coming. So I will be talking about Patriots you know, trying to put them right about where they're talking about fighting civil war, because people are too, if everybody thinks that we're going to win this or save our kids by going to town with the police and the army and the government, they're nuts. They're nuts if they think that. Boy, come here, there's no dog there. No, they're nuts. Absolutely crackers. So, but what happens is, whenever they think that, they don't do nothing else. Everybody says, well, it won't happen. We won't let them replace us. We'll fight. There's no fight. There's no fight, guys. You know. Every area will get cattle. They'll just cattle each area at a time. And they'll take all the big faces and names out. And once all the big faces and names out, all the smaller people will shit themselves. Trust me. And that'll be the end of that. It'll be over in about 2 days. You know. And even patriots that weren't involved or didn't want nothing to do with it would get lifted. Everybody would get lifted. People like me would get lifted. And God knows where we would end up. Believe you me, God only knows where we would end up. There'd be new laws brought out. So there would be no trials. You can hold people for longer. There'll be all sorts of stuff they would bring out. Yeah, I've seen it. I've been through it. I've been through it in Northern Ireland. I know exactly what they're capable of. I know exactly what they can get away with if they call us traitors. You know, if they call us domestic terrorists, I know how far they can go. So there's no fight, guys. We've got to be political. And this is a problem. The government are going to let everybody think they can fight. And then nobody's thinking about what we really need to do is like replace the government. Breed politicians. That's what we need to do. That's what my Luckie's going to be. My Luckie's going to be a leader of this country one day. I promise you that. If she's not a leader, she'll be up there with the leaders. I'll tell you that now for nothing, because she'll watch all of my videos and she's saying, oh my God, my dad tried that hard. I've got to carry on this fight. That's what I'm hoping, guys. I'm praying and hoping that, you know what I mean? I'm hoping she's looking at this in 20 years' time and going, that's my dad, and I'm so proud of him, and this is why I'm here. I'm hoping she's showing these videos at her rallies when she's becoming a leader, and that's what I want. So, you know, you get what you want in life. Listen, guys, gotta love and leave yous, and it's only a wee short one. God bless you all. Have a safe night, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.